Bill. This is 15 wrestlers 2K need to add in.
Are you good?
No, I think I'm late on my car insurance. Good thing the general gives you.
We're gonna start with Maven Hoffman. Hello, I'm back. So Maven, he's been killing it on YouTube, possibly one of the best pro wrestling channels out there. He has accomplished so much. This is it. This is as updated as we'll do it. So I'm not highly optimistic that she'll be in this year's game, but she already had all of her moves done, her entrance. Well, that's gonna need to change her attire, and I guess her hair is gonna. So I guess there's fair amount of work to do. So that's why I'm thinking she's not gonna make WWE 2K24. Maybe as DLC. Actually, I can totally see her making the game as DLC because she's been such an integral part of Damage Control. They've been on TV pretty much every single week now, and it doesn't look like it's gonna stop. On the other aspect, I really liked playing as Kairi Sane because of her elbow. Like, it was such a great animation, it felt so satisfying to do, and you know, she's a unique wrestler, so I mean, I like her. I'm sure a lot of you guys like Kairi too. She has a bunch of fans, popular enough to why not put her in the game. Okay, all right, I'm gonna cheat a little bit now. Two people at once. I'm talking about the Dudley Boys because the tag team division in WWE has pretty much been weak, right? Perhaps for a very, very long time. I mean, we got the Usos and the Usos. And yeah, so any more tag teams, I welcome with open arms. Not only that, but the Dudley Boys are absolute legends. Who doesn't like hitting the 3D? And both are awesome wrestlers by themselves, especially Bubba. And they just recently signed a Legends deal with the WWE, so there's a lot of signs and possibilities for them to make a comeback because they've been in the games before. So these guys, maybe not in 2K24 again, but 2K25, Matt, yeah. Either that or again, level with their DLC version. So if you can do the same thing for the Dudleys, I'm in. Next up, we got Bronson Reed. I mean, just hitting people with the tsunami is good enough for me. I hope Wade Barrett is like a commentator in the game, by the way, so he makes the call. I've warmed up to this guy. I'll be honest, when he was in NXT, I thought he was super generic and kind of annoying. But I don't know, he's been battling it out in the main roster, and I like him now. I really do. He's not done anything important. That's the only problem with Bronson Reed. But hey, we're at WrestleMania season. All the big boys are playing right now. When they're gone, you know, new people will be needed to step up and fill certain positions. I think Bronson Reed has a pretty bright future. Plus, he's a big man with a fun moveset, so, you know, that makes him a bit more unique. Now, the next one, speaking of a fun moveset, Dragon Lee. In the past games, I always played as Leo Rush, well, and like Neville, and many other high flyers probably, that I cannot remember off the top of my head right now. But the reason I play as them is because you can literally fly off of any rope, any situation. You have crazy moves in, again, every part of the ring. And you can have these really fast-paced matches with many, many reversals, not giving your opponent a millisecond to breathe. And I love it. I love that play style. And I think Dragon Lee is going to be a perfect fit for that play style. I think he's going to be DLC because he came into prominence to NXT a bit late, but perfect timing for a little bit. Actually, speaking of switching it up, let's go back down to NXT. Brand new debutant, as we say, coming from AEW, Lexis King. He's interesting. I'm not the biggest fan, but you know what? Because he's coming from AEW and because I liked his work against MJF in AEW, I've kind of always been fond of this guy, and yeah, I just want to see, kind of learn his moveset because I've like looked at him at NXT. I barely even watched a full match of him and watched like 2 something, so not sure if he's gonna be fun to play with, but I'm sure it's gonna be unique. Now forgive me, Lord, because I'm about to cheat once more. We're talking about Nick Aldis. Maybe not put him in the game as a wrestler, but definitely put his model in the game. I feel like 2 years, he's gonna be in the game eventually. I don't think I should talk too much about this one. There it is. CM Punk. I mean, do I need to give you a reason? Let me slide him over here because it looks better to my eye. CM Punk, man. I want that new GTS animation, that new Shining Wizard into a Bulldog animation because the one we have right now is too old. New elbow animation maybe. New everything, new entrance, new CM Punk model. It's been... because the current one seems really, really mild. I don't know. His booking has been really weird, but whatever. If we get the current one, that's okay. Let's get that updated backstabber animation. Maybe we can dynamically use taunts or like a move to actually pull up an apple and spit it on somebody's face. That'd be super awesome. But yeah, man, I see Carlito being DLC or in the base game of 2K25 easily. And we're nearing the end of the list with Jade, Mother effing Cargill. She's tough. Came in real late. She hasn't had a match, meaning we don't have her entrance. The moveset she's gonna use, I'm pretty sure she's not gonna change much about herself. But still, the fact remains, we did not see an official match from Jade Cargill as of yet, and the more time passes, the less likely it is she's gonna be even DLC for 2K25 or 4. I mean, I'm taking just like Carlito, base game 2K25 in my opinion. But man, it would kick ass to have her here. I mean, the women's roster could always use a fresh face. And in real life, she's green, she's got a bit to learn. But in a video game, obviously, that's not gonna matter. And I think with her awesome moveset and awesome everything else, it's just gonna feel so satisfying playing as Jade Cargill, just whooping everybody's ass. And last but not least, I want AJ freaking Lee. Because I remember back in 2K15, I think that was her last game with CM Punk as well. Correct me if I'm mistaken. Maybe she was in 2K16 as well, but I don't remember. The thing is, man, I played with her a lot. Pause. She definitely had the coolest vibe and the coolest moveset. I mean, a Shining Wizard for a finisher or the Black Widow and spinning all around, contorting their opponent. She had it all. So I hope even if it's her old version, right? The nostalgia version back from 2010, they put her in the game. And when she like debuts, because I think she's definitely gonna wrestle. If you look at what she says in her interviews, she's pretty open about it. She doesn't say like, oh, I'm definitely gonna return, but she's humble about it. Like, yeah, it is possible. Because she's so close with it right now. CM Punk, you know, if he has a great time in the WWE, wrestling is a bug and it's gonna impact her as well. And her main concern is to remain healthy. That's why she quit. That's something she said in her previous interviews. Well, if she comes and wrestles in the WWE for, you know, a limited time, say like Trish Stratus, where, yeah, you do a full-time run, but like you just do a couple of months and then you're out of there, then the health concern will be a lot less of a concern. So it'd be awesome seeing her in WWE 2K24. I'm sure we're gonna see her in a WWE game again one day. But until then, we're gonna have to wait. And that being said, I'm out of here.
But do you have a return as a face or a heel?
Attire, and I guess her hair is gonna. So I guess there's.
Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna see you on the next one.